Hey guys, it's Snyder here again, and welcome back to another video. And today we're back in Drivecast. This is 49. Last week we made the error where we said 47 instead of 48. I don't know who said
I
that
wonder
it was
who,
48.
I wonder who did that.
It was a black one.
So CJ.
But anyway,
Same.
we have topics that really don't relate to real life like the two previous weeks. So we have some casual topics as we normally do. So first off, we have our three favorite songs from the 2000s. It's gonna be a really hard list to choose from because there was thousands of songs.
I think there was more than thousands of songs in the 2000s. Though. That was 10 fucking years.
But there's another. We have another topic where if we were to choose one video game character, who would we be? Like, you'd have to live your life as this video game character. So I think that's pretty cool. And we would also what would we do?
Great start to Drivecast.
Yeah.
Episode
What
49.
What would we do if we won a small loan of $1 million? What would we do with that money? And we also have our guilty pleasure car. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. Shit. Oh, well, anyway, we also have Oculus Rift in racing games, Would You Rathers, guessing what sub count Jay is going to be on next week, of course, and the Q&A questions by the end of the episode. So yeah, Drivecast 49. Here's the orb, whoever is
Lego,
carrying.
I'll take it. So,
Okay.
actually, no, I'll give it. Whose idea was it for the fucking first topic? Because I don't know what to say for this. So CJ,
It was-
you can go.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
a dumb
Alright.
topic.
So, like us, we all grew up in the 2000s, and a lot of great music came out that year, and we're going to be discussing, and now there's a lot of great music, we're going to be
I'm
going down
laughing
the
when
street.
CJ speaks.
You guys need to calm down, okay?
A lot of great music came out in the 2000s.
See what I have to deal with? Alright, so, we're going to be
you have to
boiling...
deal with. Did you realize what you just said?
Anyway, we're going to be boiling it down to 3 per person. Now, I'm going to go first. This is the... Now, these are not in specific order for me, of course. I'm going to get the obvious choice out of the way. ADD by System of a Down. I want to
Down
get...
syndrome is.
What
What do you mean? Not
That's
that's like who knows? Who knows?
That's the only... Because you guys knew I was going to pick a System of a Down song. But that's the only System of a Down song I'm putting in the list here. All right. Next song, probably Hey Ya by... What's it? I forgot his name. Shit.
And it's my
Oh,
favorite
great.
song for the 2000s. I don't know who it's by. Good.
I always forget this guy's name.
My favorite song is "Forgot About Dre" by Ice Cube.
And then...
Ice Cube
and then-
was great, Nikki.
And then the third one has to be... No, it has to be
It's
Yellow by
Andre
Coldplay.
3000, by the way.
No, it's Yellow by Coldplay. And that's my
No,
3
I was telling you
songs.
the last song, you fucking idiot.
By Outkast.
Oh, okay,
sorry.
thank you.
Andre
Okay.
is in it. I
Alright.
don't know. Sorry. My bad.
So, those are
I
my
wasn't
3
wrong
songs.
though because he does sing the song. Andre 3000. Is it 2000 or 3000? Andre
It's 3,000.
3000. There you go.
Anyway, those were my 3 songs. Who wants the orb?
Alright. Okay. I don't know. NA. That's my answer. Give it someone else.
Same. I don't really know how to answer this. I have
That was a horrible topic
Countless.
today.
countless
tough.
amount.
I
I could go on for ages, so I don't really know what to
That's
say.
why I boiled it down to 3.
But I don't really
How
have
can you
3
boil it
top
down?
favorite songs.
There's
I don't.
millions of songs that came out during.
It's like Need for Speed. You have millions of cars you like, but you have to choose 5. Here you have to choose
There
3.
was no way.
No, because Need for Speed doesn't. No,
Fucking
listen,
stupid.
think about what you said.
Do we
Think
have to
about what
rewind what CJ said? He said, "This is what I have to cope with." No, this is what we have to cope with.
the topic's so vast. You can't even. It doesn't even like that. So you mean from 2000 all the way to 2016? You want us to-
2009.
Why that? Why
Okay.
2009?
2000s. These are the 20 teens that we're in now. 2000s were 2000 to 2009.
Oh, whatever. I don't know how to answer that one. Niner.
Okay. I have.
Same, not available.
I have some because I'm not going. I have to say something. Linkin Park. One Step Closer. That was a really good one. Eminem, Brain Damage.
What
Then-
CJ has?
That's why it inspired him. Got inspired by CJ.
I don't listen to Eminem.
Fuck.
My favourite
What?
song is CJ Should Kill Himself by Niner Fan Gaming. Okay, now move on to
Yeah,
the next topic.
up
So
top.
Yeah.
we need to get off this
Up top.
topic because it was not a good topic
Christ.
at all. So the next topic is if you could be any video game character, who would you be? Now this is quite a hard topic. Any video game, so that's shooters, racing games. If you want to be crass, let them. But I don't know who I'd be. I think off the top of my head, did any of you guys play Kingdom of Hearts?
Yeah.
Oh,
The main protagonist out of Kingdom of Hearts would be pretty sick.
The nigga with the anime hair and the big key.
And the key, yeah, the key.
Yeah.
Master Chief would be pretty cool, although he's going through some emotional
Master
stress.
Rayman!
You know, Rayman.
Rayman!
Even
no,
someone who's lazy.
no limbs!
Like the
Rayman.
and it sounds really bad, but that Minecraft Steve guy.
Ew.
What the fuck?
That'd be sick. Just like think about
he
it.
has to deal with so many conflicts though.
You can make like a torch out of hitting the cobble, getting some coal. How easy is life?
Oh, fuck that shit. I would not want to be Steve.
No, me neither.
Who else? I'm just spitballing ideas here, just to get the ball rolling. Who else could you have? You could have Razor. If you
Rayman.
really wanted to. I mean, he's obviously alive because he's in No
Rayman.
Limits. Rayman.
Rayman.
You've obviously thought this out, so you can go.
No, Rayman. I just
Yeah, you got to think of why though. You can't just say Rayman.
like that. I had every single Rayman game, even from the old one on the PS1.
But you're living as Rayman, so you've got to like cope with his like.
Nigga can
surroundings.
he can play basketball with his torso, fam. Why? Like I don't know where else to go with that. He can throw his hands.
You can
He
never,
throw.
you can never feel you don't have a neck for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna add to the
Or
conversation
limbs. You
here.
have, like limbs.
Don't that. Don't.
I don't know.
Think about it, like you're living in this world. You're not living in a separate world. You're living
Yeah,
in this
he
world.
kicks ass. So I would have no
Imagine,
problem.
like, the government are gonna see you, gonna like, what the fuck is this limbless twat doing?
Hold on,
I-
hold on. We have one of two ways. Either you live in the world that the character lives in, or you live in the
I was
world.
thinking this world.
I was
Because
thinking
that
of,
makes things a lot more interesting.
mm,
Because you can't live live limbless like that. It's not gonna work. But if you're a super
You can't-
soldier, like
No. But then again, how would you live like if you're a fucking square guy like the Steve guy from Minecraft?
Wait, exactly. What?
that
don't
was
make
my bad.
much
That
sense.
was just me separating. But I think we should do it. Yeah, that was me. That was me going off into a separate thing. I think we should go for it. Like, if you were living in this world, you could. I mean, even living in this world, because if he had that ability just to hit stuff and it would break, hit stuff and it will break. I don't know. I think that could be quite cool. CJ's got an answer.
Yes, I do.
I would be the
There's
car from Hop Shoot Tool.
no.
I
I want to be. What's his
I
name?
thought you had an answer.
Big Boss. I had to think of it.
Why are
I
you
had to
screaming
think of
into
it.
your mic?
Sorry.
I want to be Big
For
Boss.
those who don't know, it's like 2:00 in the morning for me and Jay. So this is
Who's
late
Big
for us.
Boss?
I want to be Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid 5. Just like he's just so cool. I mean, look up a picture of him and like
I want to know who this nigga is.
I want to know who he is, and I feel
He
like
has such a big dick.
I feel like I'm gonna be stupid if I
he
don't know
just
who he
looks
is.
so. He's just a big boss, like
He's
a
a
boss.
big
It sounds like a porn star.
Big Boss. Oh,
I think
yeah.
after thinking it through for a bit, I would like to be, and you're gonna slate me for this one, but actually no, you're not. No, not him. I was gonna say Captain Price because he survives everything from the card
What?
games,
Oh, my daughter.
He got a cool bunny hat. I'll admit that. He's pretty cool.
but he smokes as well. So I couldn't do that for this one.
Well, cigars. Cigars are safer than
Nigga's
cigarettes.
really thinking about this, like realistically, like
You've
you're
gotta
thinking
think-
about.
yeah, realistically, like who could you? Master Chief would be quite good because he's literally a superhuman.
Fuck that shit. Why we gotta go by logic? Like I thought this was like.
Yeah.
I wanna be Rayman.
Ooh,
Rayman.
I could be Mario because, well, one.
No.
I can make
You are
some-
What about the Nintendo characters, man?
Okay, I could be Mario.
Sonic. Yes. Gotta go fast.
I was
That was
I was
a
gonna
fair
say that. I was
reference,
gonna
Elon.
say gotta go fast. I was gonna go with Sonic. And I was like, But then there's Mario. I could cook some bomb ass spaghetti, dude.
Oh,
And if your
forget it.
toilet has any issues, you can just go ahead and fucking plumb that shit up.
Yeah. and two, I get the queen. Wait.
Wait.
I got the queen
I-
for
I was-
Tifa.
No, I get Peach's pussy. No.
Oh my god.
But if I'm Sonic, ain't nobody catching me when I'm robbing.
I've got an amazing answer, and this is my final answer. I want
Okay.
to be Vass from Far Cry 3.
Oh.
I don't want to be eaten by alligators and shit.
Think about
Do you-
it. So,
Do you know what the definition of
do you mind
insanity
let me
is?
finish, CJ? Everyone knows that quote.
You make another city skyline.
Why?
Um,
Why?
What was I saying? So I would want to be Vass from Far Cry 3 for the basic reason. Imagine going to like an island which you could own, because like Vass is a psycho. He knows how to manipulate people. So you work from the bottom up, and then you eventually become like the boss of that. Okay, no one's listening to me. Someone else can speak.
I was listening, but what?
I was listening. You were talking about.
I mean, we all
You
were.
niggas was all laughing at CJ's brother, so you guys can.
I was listening. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, we
about.
all were.
I would like to be Vass from
Well,
Far
you
Cry
know what?
3.
Fuck you, Cam. Digging
Yeah.
like a pussy. Oh, sorry, Dad.
You can go now.
Okay, so I think I know what I would like to be. Like, do you guys ever hear of Duke Nukem?
Yeah. My mom used to play that game a lot.
I'm between your what the fuck?
She actually did. That was the thing.
Oh, CJ.
That's why you're
Thing
fucking
is-
so weird.
Thing is, when I was a kid,
Hey guys,
man.
my name is Craptastic Jack, and welcome to another Need for Speed Let's Play. And before we get into the video, I just want to announce that
My mom
back when
plays
I used to play
Duke Nukem.
Call of Duty, I got like these random moments where I just quick shot someone like boom, 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 and then boom, I got Prestige 50.
Yeah, subscribe to
May I
Momtastic.
just note to everyone that CJ said this is what I have to cope with at the start of this episode, and he's
You
come up
guys
with
got-
his mom paying Duke Nukem.
Oh, God.
you guys gotta stop turning everything I say into a meme.
Why have you got
Oh,
a knife in your hand?
nice.
Put
Grab
that
the
knife down,
knife.
CJ. Put that knife down. I don't want you to harm yourself.
Fine.
No, hold
Are you
on.
gonna answer the fucking question, or are you just gonna sit there and tiddle
No,
your penis?
he asked me a question. All I said was, you guys need to stop making
Okay,
everything
so
I
don't
say into a
explain who
meme.
you would be if you were a video game character.
I already did. I said
You
I'd be
did.
freaking Big Boss. I said that. I was like one of the first people to
What
go.
are you talking about? Why Duke Nukem?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows what CJ's talking about. We all lost. Anyway, sorry, Speedway. You have to carry on.
The problem is I'm between Duke Nukem or the guy from Devil May Cry, Dante.
Oh my God, Dante. Nope.
Dante.
Strike done, Dante. Sorry.
Hey,
You just
They're both of them.
or
You got-
Nero. Or Nero.
Nero's cool, but he's a crybaby. But Dante, dude, Uncle Dante.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Oh, this
Speedway.
guy. I've seen
How
this
did you
guy.
just straight up like refresh my memory? Devil May Cry was one of my favorite games,
Yeah.
man. So
Like,
yeah.
that character, he's a pussy slayer. He has every single punchline that he throws is like well thrown.
Speedway, it doesn't really matter right now because you're already a pussy slayer, dude.
Yeah.
That being said, Nico Bellic would be a sick one to go with. Now, on you know, when you're looking at it straight away, you're thinking he's an immigrant. But he's
No,
got,
you match the criteria. So
and so do you.
I match a
I mean,
criteria.
you look at a black guy, you just think nigger. You look at an Asian guy, you think immigrant. So
You look at a black guy, you think Jamaican or African, and then
No.
you look at an Indian guy, you think terrorist.
No,
That's what you usually think. That's what I
terrorist
think anyway.
borderline immigrant. It could be either like nigger,
Anyway, back to what I was saying.
KFC muncher.
Back to what I was saying. So Nico, yeah, on the top he just looks like someone from Eastern Europe, but the amount of street smarts he would have, like selling drugs and shit and making all the money, because he doesn't get caught in GTA 4, does he? Unless you're a retard and you get busted.
Billions upon billions upon millions of times and then regenerates. So if you want to break your bones,
If
all
I'm
the time.
back.
drop off helicopters, get hit
but
by,
you were talking about real life.
get
I'm
shot.
so
in-
confused.
But he still has the street smarts. That's my point. He still has the street smarts.
You said the ability of that character is then taken into real life. Well, you will die. You will endure that
But
pain.
you
and then just-
regen in every game, so that can't really count.
but he's
But
still
you die
dying.
anyways.
So obviously you'd still
No,
pain from real life.
but I'm talking about the character itself. Like he's got the street smarts to literally like get around every obstacle.
Okay, so if I was Rayman, I'd be able to throw my fists.
But you'd be the government would look at you and think this nigga, this like limbs.
This nigga's animated in real life.
What?
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 You say
If you were Rayman, they'd see you go around and you wouldn't have art like an alien.
you would be animated in a real world. You would be a character.
But Nico Bellic is a human.
Like Roger Rabbit.
you could
real,
get away, you could get away
cartoon-
with Sonic because he could always run, and no one's gonna catch a blue ball.
I catch fucking Rayman when he's like throwing his
But
and his
walks,
frick.
but he walks normally though. Like imagine him walking in your town centre. If you saw a Rayman, you'd be like, "What the fuck? He's got no limbs."
I'm being Rayman. I already said Dante, so I don't know why I'm going back
He's
to it.
got no limbs. Like imagine seeing someone. There is people with no limbs. They're called nuggets. But like, there's no. This doesn't work. Anyway,
Nice.
back to my original answer. I think logically, I'd be the guy from Kingdom Hearts with the big ass key. That could
I
work really well.
got overgrown feet.
Yeah.
So you're coming at me for
There's
Rayman.
people with overgrown feet though. That's
No,
that's a
yeah,
disorder.
No.
It's alright, Jay. He comes out at everyone.
I want to be Rayman. Let me live my dream. Okay.
I'm just saying, like he's still a human figure. He might be an alien. He might have big feet, but like let's be real. Like that can just be a disorder, like a ridiculous disorder. Like you see people with like 16 million like
Rayman couldn't be a disorder.
with no limbs and moving like that defies gravity. That defies gravity. Imagine my arm being cutting off here, but me still be able to move that. That's some magic shit. The government, the CIA, are gonna be on that shit. They're gonna be like, "How the fuck did you move? We want to test you to find out how you do that."
I would just act like one of those street actors, like street performer. There's your.
You've got no limbs on your legs or your arms, Jay.
Okay, I am going to be able to throw my
You've got no limbs. Like, how would that work?
ears as helicopter propellers and fly the fuck away. Okay, I don't care. I'm done.
But you can. Wait, but isn't in Rayman when you use those like things, you can only use them for a limited amount of time. So you're coming straight back down. The CIA, yeah, with guns, pop, 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 try to shoot you down. Get his limbs. Pop, pop,
Imagine if I'm on a roof. If I'm on a roof, I just jump off and just use my helicopter things and just land and run away.
I don't think it would be that simple.
Yeah, you need to train. First.
Okay, not whatever.
You know
CJ's
what?
talking about.
Let J-Man, live his life.
See, you understand, J-Man. I am.
Yeah.
I'm just posing you with the real life situations which you're gonna be in. That's all I'm doing.
Jay,
Right here.
just live your dream. Don't let others tell you what you want to do.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Sounds okay. Can we?
But has everyone said who they would be?
Mhm.
Yep,
So wait, who did you say, Nana?
Sonic.
Mario, dude.
What?
I would either be Mario or Sonic, just because. Well, Mario, he could cook some spaghetti, and he could like unclog my toilet when it gets backed up.
And then Speedway said Dante, and then CJ said
Big boss.
No one knows.
Solid Snake.
Who the
Solid
fuck
Snake.
is Big Boss? Dude?
We're gonna get people in the comments like, "Oh my God, it's Metal Gear Solid! You don't know what that is, you fucking nerds!" But like, I don't know.
You play racing games, mate.
I'm the only one here who plays Metal Gear Solid, so
Is it the latest one?
yeah, Metal Gear
Okay,
Solid
so-
5: The Phantom Pain.
It's not even a classic one, so kill yourself. Carry on.
Okay, so the next topic is what would you do if you were given a small loan of $1 million?
Small loan of $1 million.
Say the
$1
lottery.
million.
Now we were gonna do this with $1 billion, but let's be honest. If you had $1 billion, you could buy whatever you want. So I'd just
You.
Hookers and
it'd
drugs.
be
Yeah!
maybe for you.
I'll go since I already know my answer. I'd have Cam sent to Guantanamo Bay.
What the fuck is that?
Let's just disclude fucking CJ from this.
That's a
Disclude
dumb.
him.
That's a dumb
He-
way to spend $1 million.
He's banned. He's banned from this talk.
Hey, who said it cost $1 million?
You're not allowed to put in anything serious.
Okay, so CJ, you can just exclude.
You
So,
just sit there
I'll
and
tell
you
what I would do.
Yeah, you
realistically.
freak.
No, wait, hold on. Before we actually do, are we saying straight up 1 million, or is it 1 million with taxes?
No, just 1 million. You get 1 million.
Okay.
So tomorrow in your bank account, you
Fuck
find
the
1 million.
taxes, dude.
I don't know what the taxes are.
Alright.
One thing with the US,
I was
one thing
just
with the US
curious.
One thing with the US pisses me off. Why did they not put the tax price on the actual price on like the product? So say if you go into a store, $60 is $60 for a game, then plus taxes. Why don't you just put the amount on the actual product instead of making me do maths?
Some states do that, others don't. I don't
Most
know why.
don't. As far as I'm
Yeah,
aware.
mine does
Don't
in
try to
some
be as smart as
stores.
this, CJ. Ain't
No,
gonna
I'm just saying. I'm just saying some stores in my state do that, but not most of them.
What's the point in that? Why does everyone just do it?
It's not based on state. It's based on store. So
Okay,
like,
you know.
Anyway,
okay,
before everyone
please
gets bored,
just go into the
um,
topic.
If I had, let's say £1,000,000, just to make everything simple, because CJ's going like, no, you can't do that with dollars. I would literally like keep it in the bank, get the interest on it, and just live off my normal job first. How long I need to pay off the mortgage, whatever. Depends how old I was really. If it was given now, then I'd pay for uni and stuff, because I think that's like more important, and all the uni debts.
Smart.
But you keep it going, you keep the interest going, and then once you have some big dollar in there, maybe at the end of uni, you start investing in stocks. Start doing clever shit. Don't do dumb shit, because that's stupid.
Don't just shit, I've got $1 million. I'm gonna go and buy myself a big Ivera.
One of you, if like Jay or Cam, since the insurance is all fucked up over there,
Yeah,
you could buy a good car as your first car.
cha-ching.
I think a lot of my money would go on cars. Yeah.
RX-7, girl. I could do what I want.
No, but even then, okay, think about this. So it's gonna be about 30 G's to get a pristine condition. We're talking like best RX-7 right here, yeah.
Yeah,
15 G's for the car, and then
definitely.
you're gonna do 60 G's on the customization.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's 100. That's
I hold
that's
back.
1/10 of your million gone on the car.
That's silly. Yes.
You see, I'm not. I wouldn't do that straight away. I definitely would not
Me
go
neither.
and buy materialistic things straight away. I'll definitely think about and plan what I'm gonna do with the money.
think
I'm
I
I'm
would buy
just
a car
saying
straight
though,
away, but
if you were to go that way, you'd be safe as
I
far
mean,
as
of course, but I would probably, to be honest, you guys might look at me strange. I would half it with my mum. I would legit give 500,000 to my mum and keep
You're
500,000.
so sweet.
At
I
this
love you, Jay.
age, because you're looking off confused, Cam, but like,
I understand
I
why.
saw you was like,
No, I'm
I
thinking.
saw
I'm
you.
thinking. I'm thinking. Like, I understand why you would, but if I was in the position, instead of just giving him it, because you don't know what they're gonna spend it on, especially my parents.
my mum's not. I know my mum too
Like-
well. She would definitely use it in its.
I'd rather just put the
Right.
money towards the things they need or presents or whatever. Like, and even splitting 500,000, you're missing out on a lot of money you could get from interest, which can just bump it up even more. Because it's not all in one account. If it was all in one account and she's got access to it and she's got 400, it's like, okay, that's fair enough. But you're
Fine.
missing out on a lot of interest money which you could have. See, I'm thinking about this logically right now. You can think about this logically. If you give 500,000, you're only getting 500,000 interest, which is less. So anyway, what I was saying, I'll build interest, get the moolah, make it rain on them hoes once I have 5 million, and then just keep it going up, and then eventually, well, I reckon if I hit around 5 million, that's when I'd get my R32 and go absolutely mad, like just.
You think your interest is gonna go up that quickly? Like,
And it obviously take a while. This take a lot of while. But like, I'd have a job.
You're
as
like
well.
60 with your R32, like.
No, I have a job too,
No,
though. I have a job too, though.
It's gonna be 80 with a wheelchair with nitrous and turbo.
I'd have a job too, though, and it'd be stanced. I have a stance.
A stands to wheelchair.
A stance wheelchair.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's. I know mine was a bit boring, but that's what I'd do.
no, it was interesting to hear actually. I've already said. So.
I know. I would probably buy houses. I wouldn't.
Houses.
Oh my god, that's
Houses.
an idea.
No,
Rent
no,
out
buy
houses.
houses and rent them.
Yeah, rent
Investing
property
in
is
real
a good
estate.
idea.
Yeah.
And then because
Investing, that's what I said.
but if you invest in business, you don't know how the stocks are, or some
Yeah.
shit could go wrong.
Well,
And
even
that
like
is-
you start your own. I would start my own business too, and then obviously like renting houses, especially like in Birmingham near where I live, that's starting to become really profitable because it's kind of like the second London in England.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah, I mean, yeah, rent houses, probably start my own business, and then keep getting all the money, bitch, and then get whatever you want. Just buy brothels, buy horse, and
Oh jeez.
Why do you buy
He does live in Uruguay. You got to keep that in
Yeah,
mind, guys.
Yeah.
then buy the cure of HIV, and then buy more horse, and then buy the cure of HIV again. You know.
Out of every disease,
Well,
Hey,
gonorrhea, I don't care, mate. It's the same. It's the same.
gonorrhea.
Alright, I'll go next. So, what I would do is obviously I would
Get a
do
face
kind
implant
of.
so you don't look Chinese.
No. He's gonna make that Chinese restaurant.
He's gonna take that, Nina. Are you gonna let him?
I'm joking, boo boo.
I
No,
don't give a
no,
fuck,
no, no,
dude.
no, don't take that. Get back.
Chow mein
I don't give a
restaurant.
fuck.
It's okay, man.
Anyway, anyway, so what I would do with $1 million is I would do something similar to Cam. I would probably, spend it on some, like, pay off some of my college funds, after I went to college. And before I did that, I would put on some sick mods on the Monster 6, if you know what I mean, like, skirt! And I'd just save the rest.
I've got to
Because
say, if I had $1 million, and I think Nina, Speedways, EJ, everyone here, I think everyone can agree, I'd get a sick ass setup.
oh yeah.
That'd be
yeah.
the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
myself like the best mic possible. I'm gonna get myself GoPros. I'm gonna
I'm gonna get that mic for $5,000 though. That freaking what is it
the
called?
fucking laser thing, nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and get like a Titan X though on that shit. I'm gonna go get like the
Titan X graphics
i69
card.
Intel processor. I'm gonna get
Wait.
everything. I'm gonna get all of it. I'm
That's
gonna get,
amazing.
like, I'm gonna get like two 4K TVs, nigga. And like
I'm
smart
just
shit.
warning you, Cam. Cam, I'm just warning you.
I'm talking those widescreen niggas though. I got a big 60-inch curved TV on the top, nigga. I'm balling.
Wait, isn't
Yeah,
this
the
just a
thing is-
loan of
Hey,
$1 million? I was actually talking first, so rock
Nice.
paper scissors. See you
All
guys.
right, rock, paper, scissors.
A small
Rock-
loan. No, CJ. A small loan of $1 million is a fucking joke. Because it's not a loan. He didn't get a loan. Do you know the story behind Donald Trump?
Yeah,
He
I
got
know.
given $1 million.
His dad gave it.
It's not a loan.
Alright,
He just gave him $1
anyway-
million. That was the.
Hold up, this isn't. It was just a meme. We just said it to take the piss. Why are you taking it? It's not at
I don't know where
CJ.
CJ's coming from.
A loan you have to pay back.
All right, then go. Then it's your go. You haven't been yet.
Well, if you invest, you'll get the money back, and you can pay him. You happy?
Pay him whoever gives you
Well,
$1
yeah,
million. The dumb
Oh,
fuck.
Probably by the state of Pennsylvania.
No, you can't build. You can't buy it. Whatever.
Oh no.
What did he look?
I'd buy
City
I'd
skylines.
in no. I'd invest in a small local retail gas station chain, and then expand it to across the country. And then
So you do realise
Yes.
gas is a declining market because they're becoming more and more rare.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
should,
going
you
to
should
die out very,
invest
very
in.
soon since electric
should
and
invest in
hydrogen
your-
power is becoming more popular. So that's not a
You
clear
should-
idea.
it'll be enough for me to
What do you
retire.
think?
though.
I'm just saying,
Imagine-
though.
CJ, you should invest in nuclear power. Maybe
No
you
thanks.
should start a plan.
Oh, we
No.
don't want another.
could you imagine? Oh,
No, there's 3 nuclear power plants near my house. If you gave me control of just one of them, the entire country would be wiped out. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's just confirmation that CJ is sick.
And you would not
No,
want
no,
to run an
no.
oil company.
It's no. I wouldn't do it on accident. Why am I? Oh my god!
Imagine him. Like, do you remember the BP oil spill? Do you remember the BP oil spill?
Oh yeah.
Imagine that times 1,000,000. Like the whole sea is just black because of CJ. That's what it would
Oh
be like.
god, I would not be able to
That
time myself
methane-
then.
CJ's plan is completely flawed. How would you get like you do realize to become a national chain for gas costs a lot more than $1 million.
No, I'd buy a local chain, then expand it once I get
How
the
are you
money.
gonna do it with that money though? Because they don't make that much money.
The one near my house that I'm looking at, yeah, they do make a lot of money.
Because you know the
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
yeah.
asked them what they get daily on the prices, and they get quite a lot. They get 200 million pounds a day. So that's quite a lot. CJ, that plan's flawed. Like, I think Speedway was probably the best in terms of what his plan was. Just to
Well,
build houses.
that I probably would have done. I probably would do the same, but that's considered stealing his idea. So,
Not
yeah.
really.
Not really.
Oh, really? I said the same as Cam.
I mean, then again, where I live, the housing market's booming.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm not gonna go too deep in that. Someone else.
Sounded like fucking Gollum off Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I'm so violent.
So
Dracula lives.
now we've got our serious answers out of the way. You can buy 3 things with $1 million. What do you buy?
Oh god.
I know. In today's standpoint, can you? Can you
That's
consider-
so hard. How can you do that?
And we're
You
talking
can't do
materialistic things. We're not saying like
Alright.
another thing to buy. You can't do the old genie in the wish where you ask for another wish. That's not true.
I buy some clothing because man, I've had this shirt since I was 12.
Okay, I know I would do.
You've got $1
Me
million.
and Jay, we'll relate on this. we're both gonna buy RX-7, one RX-7 and an RX-8, and just like completely.
Are you
like,
mad? You mad? RX-8,
break it.
RX-7, fucking Mazda 3, Mazda Speed 3,
Only
Mazda
3
6.
items. 3
Oh,
items.
okay. Oh, shit.
items? Oh
I'd
shit!
get the rarest R32. I have to. Like,
I'd buy the RX-7 off of Mad Mike.
He ain't gonna sell you that. He's not gonna sell you that for cheap.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna sell it to me though.
it's a million.
I reckon.
yeah,
I reckon
million.
that would be a quarter. He'll try a
In
couple
the big
million with
scheme
that.
of things, $1 million isn't that much, and
It
that
isn't.
sounds like
Today's day and age. For us, yeah, obviously in
a lot of
our
people would probably see that as a bit like arrogant. I guess maybe I don't know.
what nigga? Look at me.
No, because it's like $1 million. What's $1 million? But like,
No,
you gotta
it's
think
not
about it,
that.
like you see, what was it? You guys probably don't know. British Telecom BT. They're like outbuying someone else for 10 billion, and that's a proper business deal. Like 10 billion. Like
Yeah.
that. Now that's a lot of fucking money. But $1 million, you can easily go through $1 million in a year.
Yeah, of course.
Like easily. You can
That's
go for
why
$1 million in
it's-
a week if you like just bought cars and shit and went stupid.
Honestly, I mean, if you used it carefully, it could last you a long time, and you could build upon it. Like
if
the
you used
the way
it carefully, you could like live off it for the rest of your life.
there are many people that would just go and buy it on fucking clothes. You can get fucking shoes for £25,000 and Rolex watches for fucking 20 grand, and you can be really stupid about it. Bugatti Veyrons for a fucking £1 million, you know, $1 million in a bit. I don't even think they're $1 million anymore. I think the newest ones are like $1,500,000 or something.
Oh yeah, but okay, so 3 items.
So
R32. I'll go first because I already got mine in my head. Yeah, I'll go in my head. R32. I'd buy a sick like penthouse.
sick.
I wouldn't want to live in like like an actual home at the moment. I think like living in a flat area, like a big penthouse, would be nice.
Yeah.
And I think yeah, something it has to be something YouTube related, really, doesn't it?
Yep.
I think
That's what I was thinking,
or
yeah.
maybe all of us moving into a flat, like putting the money to that. Like all of
I don't
us
want to
into a
deal with
penthouse.
CJ.
That'd be sick.
What?
Like if I have to put all that to the side, like all my parents and stuff, that'd be sick. I think that'd be pretty cool.
If we put all reality to the side, then basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's still, you're never ever gonna get forgiven $1 million, and if you, like, it's,
Yeah.
I mean, if I did R32 penthouse, and then I get you guys, come and live with me though. Come and live.
Come live with me, though.
I'm lonely. Look at my bed. It's single. It's single bed though. It's a single bed. I ain't got
Take
no
a quick
lover.
grind though.
I ain't got
Speedway,
no lover.
Speedway. Have you got?
I would buy a
Speedway?
186. I would tune
I
it.
thought so.
An
Rocket
Xbox
Kit?
One.
Rocket Bunny kit.
An Xbox One.
Xbox One.
Xbox One. With no
And then I would, yeah, it's for YouTube, man. And then, yeah, house probably, I know.
I would buy a
Yeah,
house.
no, nigga.
180SX with the Rocket Bunny kit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so.
Rocket Bunny kit too.
I know you too well though. I know you too well. You gotta get the version 2. You gonna get the.
You want me to be realistic
Yep.
with my one? I would buy a house for like 500,000, like a big house, like a nice, big, chunky 6-bedroom house.
Okay, that sounds like my ass.
Just like a house. Okay, so it's something that I can go and settle down into when I've got the chance to, and I've got a job, and at least I've got that house, and it belongs to me. It's mine. It's not rent. I'm not renting it. It's mine.
That includes like the furniture and shit.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll get myself a Mazda, nigga. Straight up RX-7.
Straight up.
I will put a big wang on that. Lower it. I don't give a fuck. Camber that shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Fuck your
Oh.
opinions, nigga. And then, nigga, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get myself a bra.
It
Okay,
was all
no,
good.
no,
I
no.
thought it was all good until he said Big Wang.
Yeah.
I don't care.
fuck,
RX-7
I-
without the wing looks sick.
I don't care
They
what they
look
look
so
No,
like.
but it's how he worded it. He said Big Wang. Kill yourself.
You taking shots?
Yeah, I'm taking shots at you.
You
Jake.
taking shots? You taking shots? Say it. Let them say it. Say it out loud. Who are you taking shots at when I said big wang?
You, Jay.
Did he invent that word? I don't recall. I used the phrase big wang before I even knew who the fuck he was. So
Oh.
I don't know why he was saying his name like
I'm on
some
Theo
shady
now.
shit. It's not Theo's trademark. I can
Anyway.
say, I can say it. fuck you in that ass.
You're weird.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Calm down, Jay.
Jay, sit down, please. Jay.
I want that
Sponsor
t-shirt.
me. Sponsor
I
me.
want that t-shirt.
Look at him trying to like fucking.
Sponsor me. Sponsor me. Hook me up. DMs. DMs. I got them links. DMs.
Anyway, no, I know you had to carry on before he rudely interrupted you.
So what I was gonna say is I would do something very similar to Jay. God damn it, dude. And I was gonna buy probably an RX-7 or an RX-8, or I said RX-7 or an RX-8. I'd probably go with the RX-7 though, just because.
Do you not know which one's your favourite or?
Copycat.
Oh yeah, because picking a car is copying.
I'm joking. Why are you salty?
Anyway, I'd buy an RX-7, and I would probably buy a better setup. I would get rid of this stupid shelf that I have above my desk, and
Actually, a setup would be sick. I completely.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to completely remodel my setup.
But hasn't it got to be one item? That's why I didn't choose setup because he said
That's
one
why.
item.
That's why I chose the Xbox.
And that's why I said a house. I
That's
didn't.
true,
I didn't really mean the.
But then
interior
you could say RX-7 and the Rocket Bunny kit would be two separate things.
I was just asking what.
Nah,
he
but
would
I
do
didn't
to it.
say. I didn't say Rocket Bunny. He said Rocket Bunny. The Rocket Bunny kit I will get eventually. I will get first the 180SX.
And scrap that. I'll just have a Mazda RX-7, like just a pristine, clean RX-7, nothing done to it.
No miles. Imagine
So
being
sad.
given a new car with no, like an RX-7 with no miles on.
Of it.
I feel guilty driving it, you know.
Probably don't even
It's like-
exist.
No, it definitely does. In a museum somewhere,
Really?
or
Oh, a museum.
like a room, like just a collector's room somewhere.
Yeah.
It's definitely like cars like that. No miles, R32, no miles.
That's like rim. That's like some thinking about that. How they're just not made anymore, and we don't live in that time. It's kind of sad. To be
I mean,
honest.
petrol's gonna run out real soon, and just to think some.
I refuse driving
Japanese,
electric.
I refuse to believe that petrol's gonna run out soon.
It's gonna
We're
run
gonna
out.
find some other source. We can't.
That's electricity,
Yeah,
and I
they're too
refuse to
independent
do.
on it.
Like, that industry's too big for them to do it. Like the world depends on that shit. There's no way they haven't got some sort of backup plan, or somewhere on this globe there's ways of them
Yeah.
harvesting it.
Hydrogen's the next, I think.
I mean, there are some countries that depend on oil to
Nuclear.
survive.
No, nuclear energy.
I think
Nuclear-
when oil runs out, they're gonna be a world war though.
Nuclear energy, you fucking mad? That's gonna.
Nuclear run cars?
No.
Just imagine
The problem
that.
is that with nuclear energy, you can like it lasts a long time, so you could have like a
Yeah,
car.
it does.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bit
Like-
dangerous?
No, if it is controlled, no, because it could be controlled. Like lots of people think of nuclear energy like, wow, we're all going to fucking explode. It's Hiroshima shit. But no, it could be controllable unless you have people like CJ controlling it, and then
Just
Yeah.
Exposure to nuclear shit isn't good, is it?
depends.
If it's not controlled, it
Depends.
isn't.
Well, long term, even a small amount can't that do things.
No, like a small amount. Like
I'm not trying to be. I'm asking. I'm totally.
like a small amount really won't hurt you. I mean,
Your webcam.
like in X-rays, there's
His
radiation.
webcam is always freezing.
Yeah.
What?
Your webcam kept freezing. You were like this.
Oh, sakes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're kind of
Is he still doing it?
So we've we've
I didn't.
kind of gone away from the topic of that. Now, should we go ahead and talk about?
I haven't done mine.
Oh.
I'd invest in land, and then rent it out to a shopping plaza.
Wait, no, you did. You said you were gonna buy some like. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
Farm
So
wheels.
what I do is I build. I don't know where I was going to shopping plaza. Scrap that. I'd buy land, which is one item. I build a house, which, again, second item, and then of course I'd buy my Acura Integra.
So you'd have a big
Type R.
that is some hillbilly shit. You'd have some big, 100 acres
Mhm.
maybe, and a house and a car.
Woo! Living a comfortable
Yeah, I
life.
guess it's not that different from mine, so I can't really front him on
Yeah,
that.
just like live comfortable. I don't want to live in like a big ass mansion
Why
where it
land,
takes
though?
10 minutes to get from your bedroom to the pisser room.
What are you
Like, I
gonna
want to
do
be
with
able to
land?
have a small house where the
It's not that
bathroom's right across the hall, my
expensive.
bedroom's here, all that stuff. I can hear you through this. I don't know
Oh,
why
okay.
I even.
But,
yeah.
but what are you going to do with the land?
just roam, like just be able to, like I just want to have space. All right, that's really it. Like if I want to ever expand my house, I can do that. If I want to like set up a racetrack on it,
Nigga thinks it's
do
SimCity
that.
or something, some city skyline shit. If I want to expand my house, yeah, okay. I'm just.
Yeah, I understand your concern.
It's a land bit. I don't understand what would you do with the like. Remember, you've got the $1 million is gone after you've got all this stuff. So how are you gonna? What are you gonna do with that land?
I don't know.
Jay's webcam's gone potato cam. It's
Maybe grow-
Speedway was
maybe-
like
maybe-
Speedway was like, whoa.
Maybe I
Oh,
print some
you
small
You
crops.
sound like you coming straight out of like Narnia or some shit.
I am.
Maybe
Oh my
maybe
God.
maybe I plant some small crops like some tomatoes, some potatoes.
Wait, what are we talking about? I zoned out for a second, and now we're talking about growing tomatoes.
No, Jay asked what I do with all the land, and I'd say
So you've got what? You grow tomatoes? Okay, I think we should move off this topic now because
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
yeah, you
Completely
zoned out there
just-
for a bit. You missed our conversation with Jay. So
Yeah. I think we should miss the guilty pleasure card. I don't think that's a very good topic, to be honest.
Me neither.
So we're gonna miss that out. We're gonna talk about the Oculus Rift, the VR shit, you know, where you like see the HD porn and shit, you can see it in your thing. Like, whoa! That's what we're gonna talk about VR, virtual reality. So basically, if you know what virtual reality is, it's a big goggle you put on your face and you can see it. It's like you're there. It's like you're actually there. Basically 3D on steroids. Everyone knows what VR is if you're watching this podcast, I'm assuming. And that's what we're going to go off. So, VR and racing games are something which can be very easily implemented. If you're playing a racing game, you're holding a controller, RT is usually go, LT is usually brake or L2 or whatever, and the stick is usually move. Yeah? And then maybe handbrake or like, you know, shift up, shift down. But it's really easy to tell where the buttons are on a controller like that when you're playing racing games, especially once you get used to it for a while. That makes me think it's gonna be super easy to like kind of for racing games to have a place in VR. It's something I wanted to talk about last week originally, especially if you have a wheel. If a wheel's right there, and like somehow the VR can map that the wheel's there, and you've got the shifter there. Imagine how real that could be, and in your like living room or even here. Imagine how good that could be, especially for Sims or even Need for Speed. Imagine playing Need for Speed with VR.
I can
Jeez.
just imagine getting instant like head migraines.
Really?
To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that too, honestly.
I'm probably one of those people that really don't like the Oculus Rift. And
I would understand if you gotten motion sickness, because I heard that's one of the
that's
people
what I
get
mean.
that as
Motion
well.
sickness.
Yeah, a lot of
But-
people get motion sickness from just playing video games generally. So
Yeah, I do. I get it with I get it with COD. It's the only game I get it with, but it just gives me a headache like over a amount of time.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to wear the Oculus Rift and I were to play a game, I'd feel like I'd have a headache.
Don't get me wrong though, it is something that I'm very
Here's a
interested in.
question, and
Yeah.
it's a simple yes or no. Do you guys think VR is a gimmick?
Nah.
No. I think
Nah.
it's like early stages still though.
Yeah, it's in its infancy right now.
Speedway Niner, yes or no? Yes or no?
I said no.
No.
No. So you don't. No one here thinks it's a gimmick. I've used
Nope.
it, and I've got to say, it like when people say it's the future of gaming, it legit is the future of gaming. When people say like, have you used it?
I mean, no, but like when I see it, I just can't tell the difference. I mean, okay, yeah,
Because
you
you
get
haven't
the.
used it. Like I thought the exact
But
same.
here's the problem. No. Because when you say virtual reality, what you would expect, at least what I would, is just me standing, I don't know, imagining like myself with my, let's say, a scanned avatar of me in a game. Okay, not just having two screens. Like there is no difference to my fucking cell phone in here, and with my controller in my hands.
For the Oculus Rift, they're 4K screens.
Okay, it's definitely like something like in advance, like it's one step to the future. But I think that it's not like enough. Like that's not the main definition of virtual reality for me.
So okay, that comes on to my next point. Is VR is something you really need to experience before you understand how good it is. So let's say this. When HD first came around, people were like, "Oh, it's just HD. Don't need HD. Fuck HD."
Yeah.
And then people realised how good it was,
You do have a point.
and then people went onto it. And you start to see like more games embrace HD, and then every game is HD at some point. And you slowly start
Everything
to
is HD. If it ain't HD, it's kind of not normal anymore.
Yeah.
To be honest.
internet. When the internet was the first thing, it was a bit hard to latch onto. Then in the late 2000s, if you don't have internet, then you can't run a household. Basically, you can't really run a household. Well, not in the modern age. Not if you're young, anyway. And same even with I don't know. DRM to an extent, DRM with Steam. Over time, that's become a lot more acceptable, and then obviously now with become more But this is what I think with VR. Like again, it's just something people don't like the changing the ways they play. So when you say, "Oh, you have to wear a goggle and this and that," people don't like that idea. But when you actually put it on, like the actual experience. Obviously, you can get like cheap versions like Google Cardboard.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Google Cardboard.
That's actually a thing. I thought it was a joke.
I know. I thought it was a joke too.
No, it's an actual thing. Hey, I use HTC Vive, which is like the Steam equivalent, the Valve equivalent. And there was this one game, I think I've told this already, when you had to cook things, and that you had basically kind of like two nunchucks in like advanced nunchucks in your hand. I say nunchucks, they weren't. They felt real good in the hand, like they weren't plastic or anything, like proper like. But yeah, basically you had to cook something, and you had to like put like really like cartoony mushrooms in a pan, and you had to put it in, and it literally felt like I was opening it. And apparently, from what Thea was saying, was when I was opening the drawers to get to the shit, I almost hit one of the booth girls. I was going like that, and I almost hit one of them. And like it's like legit that realistic. The haptic feedback you get from like the controllers when it's vibrating and shit, it literally feels like you're touching it. I can't explain how real it feels. And it has a place for horror games. Horror games would be scary as fuck. Like
but I've seen people on YouTube like
I've seen like SourceFed, they've played a few of them, and I've seen like a snake come in, and I'm shit scared of spiders. No way am I playing a VR game with spiders. No fucking way am I turning around and there's some big fucking like Harry Potter.
And that's the thing as well, like things like that. If I played a horror game and I had that on,
I'd shit myself.
I think I'd throw it on the floor. I'd throw it. I don't.
Bro,
I did that. With that being said, I did that when I was playing Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets.
My god!
I literally grabbed my fucking monitor, which I had before, and just threw it to the ground and legged it.
You could have just looked away.
You could have just ran away. You throwing your thing. You
but
freak.
you gotta keep in mind, I was quite young at that point. I was
You little freak.
Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. That was fucking hard.
Yeah, I know. It was a scary game.
And I threw it to the floor. I ran because I'm scared. Like I'm shit scared. Like I remember.
Same.
I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent here, and it's got nothing to do. But basically, there's a Harry Potter ride in Orlando, and you're going through Hogwarts. And I might have already told this, but I was having a great old time. Harry Potter was taking me. He was like, "Come over here," and I was like, "Okay, Harry." So I'm going, "Whoa!" And then next thing you know, it stops, and everything goes black. And then next thing you know, a big spider comes out. It's spitting water in your face, and it's a little kid next to me, and my family was like over there because we got separated, and I was like shit, fuck, and the little kid there was just like laughing.
And you were saying shit, fuck.
Shitting myself, like full on shitting my pants. Like I couldn't explain how scared I was. I kind of just leaned to the side, but there was spiders moving around everywhere, and it gives me tingles thinking about it today. That's how much I hate spiders. So go back to the VR thing. If there was a VR game like that, I don't know what I'd do, because it's literally like real life. Like I know the Oculus Rift has a few games like that already.
StraightUpHippo is the new Jacksepticeye. He's the new PewDiePie and Markiplier. He's coming with them horror games.
But
You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see with the Oculus Rift? Define Bros elders react to horror games. Probably somebody's going to die from a heart attack. Great, we got it on camera. So yeah, it's gonna have millions of views.
But yeah, back to racing games. I know Gran Turismo's doing it with the PlayStation VR thing. Honestly, guys, my only thing I can really say is just give it a chance. Like, when I'm saying,
Alright then.
I'm saying it was like.
Well, I'm not judging it. I just feel like it would give me a headache.
How much
definitely
how much are these pieces of software equipment?
So at the moment, the Oculus Rift, I believe it's
$599 US dollars.
So 400 quid. That's very expensive at the moment. But you got to keep in mind.
It's a console. Ooh.
You got to keep this in mind. Like again, like Speedway said at the start, it's still early stages. Like this is the.
What you think the price will drop?
Definitely. Because at the moment they're bundling it with a few things, and it's basically like a starter kit for the early adopters. Like you know how the Xbox One went down in price, so will the Oculus Rift. Like VR to become popular needs to be expensive. I don't think it justifies a £400 price tag. It is a £400 experience, but I don't think I've got the money to shell out that much.
Yeah, I ain't getting that until that comes down to lower normal prices, because
100, 200.
No, I ain't getting the
I'd pay
VR
200 for it. 400 just pushing the barrier a bit for me, I think.
The problem is that it's just I don't get the difference, because okay, you get like you feel different and stuff like that, but I have a PS4. I can play my games on PS4. Why would I buy an Oculus Rift? It's not like a
Because it's a different experience. It's a different gaming
It might be a
experience.
different experience,
Your
but
Oculus Rift
like
would work with your PS. It's not like a separate console. It works with your PS4, so you can play your PS4 games.
yeah, but
or whatever.
still, it's I don't feel.
PlayStation VR would be for PS4.
It's like a Kinect sensor or whatever PlayStation had, or
It's not though, because it's
no.
not a gimmick.
Shush.
No,
let's
but
talk.
he means
Talk.
it's like it.
Talk. I mean, you know, you wouldn't be able to do you wouldn't be able to play Just Dance without that sensor. You need it to be able to enjoy, and you can't just dance in
you
front
don't
of your
necessarily
PlayStation.
need you don't necessarily need a lot of games, but there are some games where it's VR only.
Is that?
And so, yeah, I know some games that are VR only. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know some games that are VR only.
I don't know. I just think I was in the same boat as you guys, where it's like I don't know. It just there's something about it which I'm not.
You need to do it to.
100% sold
You
on.
need to. You need to.
The thing is what I would think would be sick is like, say if your friend came over to your house and you had, you know, an Oculus Rift, and do you guys know that bomb defuse game?
Mm-hmm.
Just having your friend next to you trying to read all of the instructions on how to defuse the bomb, and you have the fucking you have the Oculus Rift on, and you're just trying to defuse a bomb. I think that'd be sick.
One issue I do have with it is I think the like headsets themselves need to become a lot lighter.
Yeah, I was just about to say
like
that.
when I was wearing the one at EGX, it was really like weighing down, and like I wouldn't get motion sick because I'm just not like that. Like when I come off a roller coaster, I can eat shit before I go on a roller coaster and I won't feel sick. Like I've done that before. Like it don't bother me. And I don't think that would bother me, but like wearing that for like extended, like even wearing my headphones for extended amounts of time, it gives me a headache.
Yeah, I have to switch.
Yeah, like it hurts.
I don't like to wait to do anyway.
These are quite padded. Like look at that, it's quite padded. Like it's not bad, but like the headsets weigh you down so much, and obviously you need to be sitting down and shit. So I'm not sure how that would 100% work. But they'd have to adapt it. But you know, getting a light headset, cheaper price before I'd buy one. That's the only thing that I'd need.
yeah, but like I know I still like.
Speedway
really
is a non-believer at this point.
I'm
Today.
spectacle. Like I see the Oculus Rift being like the DOS, and I want to wait till the Windows 7 comes out or the Windows XP. Like I want to wait for something that is more virtual
At the
reality.
moment, it's definitely not worth it for us. As like, knowing you guys, there's no point buying an Oculus Rift now. But
Yeah,
VR
but, like-
in the future, if the PlayStation VR is like £200 or whatever, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't buy it. Like it's that good. If the PlayStation VR is as good as HTC Vive, no, I'll just straight
Okay,
up.
so this is one thing I would like to see in the far future. Okay, for VR. Because right now I actually don't feel like this is the definition of VR. But like I would like to see a scanned avatar of yourself inside the game, and you being able to control the machine with your brain. And don't call me bullshit, because that exists. That actually exists. It's called a.
The thing is for VR currently, it has a pretty
I'm talking
strong
about
start.
the-
Although
about
it's in its infancy right now, it has a really strong start.
Yeah.
Yipper.
Yeah,
I mean, there are games already, like major games that have VR support, like Team Fortress 2, and soon Counter-Strike I hear is gonna have it as well. So games like those already have
so much like when you're driving, say with a wheel for Gran Turismo, and you want to check your blind spot, and you're going to check your blind spot to see if there's a car there, and literally like being here and going like that to see if someone's behind you.
No, that would be
Things.
pretty insane.
Or
That
like
would be
playing
insane.
Forza Horizon 3 in Japan, and like looking up to see the lights and shit as you're like cruising, as you've got the shifter there as well.
I mean, low key, they've already. No, they haven't. Like, I remember when I got Forza 4, I got the Kinect mic with my Xbox 360, and I remember you could kind of head track.
Yeah.
Even that was kind of cool. So I can imagine actually being in there, and
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna, I'm gonna
surreal.
print a scenario here. We're in Forza Horizon 5, whatever, Japan. We're in Japan. You're in your GTA 6. You've got the sat nav there. Your VR is like fully underway at this point. You can touch the sat nav and control it with VR like that. That is a thing.
See, that seems so far out there,
That's
man.
what I expect
Yeah.
from VR in its prime. At the moment, we're far away. That's like Horizon like 10. Like, that's really far away. But shit like that is what VR will be one day.
I think people underestimate technology. If you look at how far we've come in, let's say,
10 years.
50 even 10 years, technology has had such a...
Dial-up, mate. I remember having dial-up.
What? So you imagine, let's say 50 years from now, where we're going to be with technology. It's kind of a scary thing to think of,
If
to
you
be
told
fair.
me, yeah, when I was like 5 years old, I'll have a watch on which can fucking like read my phone notifications connected to the internet, I would have told you.
If you told me when I was that age that I could say, hey Siri, and it answer me. If you told me that I could wave at my game and it recognise who I am and I could control it with my hand,
Bullshit. Kinect doesn't work.
maybe for you, but it works for me perfectly fine.
Nothing works for you, CJ. So
I
shut
play
the fuck up.
Dance Central every day, Nikki. Every day Dance Central, every day Boogie Land, Nikki. So yeah, Cam, I completely agree with you.
I thought you were gonna say Cam kicks.
I think you've kind of made me you've made me think. Yeah, it could be something big. It could be.
I think it will be. I'm 100% sold on it. Honestly,
I am too. Yeah.
just I think it's something you need to experience, and I think all of us will very very soon. I think
So
when it starts to become in stores and shit, I think it will become a lot more like viable. Just
can you buy one? You can't buy one now.
pre-order.
Yeah. Can't you also get like a development kit for the Oculus Rift, or is that not available
Yeah, but
anymore?
that doesn't really interest us because we're not developers.
Mm.
You can have one of those for
That's
ages.
people who like make games.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can get a cheaper one online with 1080p screens, not 4K screens, for 180, I think, on eBay. Yes, used.
Mm.
Or cheaper, even cheaper. It might be cheaper, but yeah, that's what VR is now. I think it's gonna be sick, especially in sim racing games, arcade racing games as well.
No, the way you described Forza, that would be mad.
I think sim racing, especially, it has such just a
Yeah. I think it fits sim racing better than arcade
Yeah, of
racing.
course.
definitely, but I still think there's a place for it in arcade racing. Like
There's a place for it in any.
even like outside of video games, just watching TV.
Yeah. Oh no, I couldn't do that. Fuck that shit. I could sit
I
there. with
know I
that-
was joking about this
Slide.
earlier on. But there is actually VR porn. Like that's an actual thing.
Oh yeah, I saw
That's like
something.
a
Yeah, I know.
legit thing. Like there's already VR like programs. Maybe like that's like a bit.
you use it?
I haven't got. I definitely would have if I had.
I see it on YouTube.
Jesus.
Why you wouldn't? Just to see
I
what
would
it's
try
like. Just to see what
I
it's
would.
like.
I would.
Watch it. I wouldn't partake in any activities, but what is that?
I swear,
That's
Speedway
the-
does that every
Is
podcast,
it
dude.
broken?
He always does that.
What is that?
But like on a serious note, like imagine watching. Okay, no one here really is in sports, but imagine being in like a WWE ring. I think that's a sport. I was gonna say football then, but then I thought I'm gonna get slated, so I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But
Mampo.
anyway, imagine being like watching like WWE and having like moving around like that because
John Cena.
you can already do it for YouTube for some 360.
Oh my god, yeah, the
events.
360 camera?
Imagine doing that with VR. So like you can watch say Von Gittin Jr. just round a corner.
Yeah, I think gay
You can
porn
actually
would. I think gay porn would be good. A good spectator sport. VR.
How would you score that? How would you define a winner?
I'll be laughing at because I don't know what we're laughing at.
You said gay porn.
Yeah.
I was talking about Von getting Junior drifting.
I was talking about WWE gay porn.
Okay,
Some-
so on to
Hi,
the next
CJ.
topic.
Man on man action.
On
WWE.
to the next topic. we should do would you rather because I don't think I haven't got any, and I'm really tired to be honest. So
Yeah,
Just move on to Q&A questions.
We did this last time too that we said would you rather's. It's like, no, I can't be bothered.
We did Oculus
What's
Rift,
would
so-
you rather?
We can all explain that next week. So before we go on to the Q&A questions, what's Jay going to be on? So I said 2.5 last week.
I
Is he on
said
right
I said 2.4.
What's he on right now?
Jay, you're going to tell us or you're going to make a search?
3.6, but
Oh, so he's exceeded all of our expectations. Interesting. So I'm saying next week and he hit 2.8. Oh yeah, and may I point out that Jay said, "What? I will hit that next week." So I think we'll hit.
I'm gonna
2.95. Calling it
I'm gonna
2.95.
guess under again and go 2.77. Just
I was
a
gonna
lucky
say
number.
Dick, you piece of shit. 2.78.
All right then. So next week we'll come back and we'll see who was the closest. Now we're gonna go on to the Q&A questions. As you can tell, I am fucking tired. I'm so tired right now.
I'm
not
so
tired.
knackered.
I'm knackered.
I have been up for 20 hours.
Okay, no one cares. Carry on.
Well, I've got all the Q&A questions, so you're gonna have to wait
For what?
for me to actually get them up because I didn't get them up beforehand.
Chop, 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 slip hook. Come
I
on.
was stalling, and then you were like, "No one cares," so you gonna have to stall.
You were stalling.
I was
No one's
stalling.
curse.
Has any of you guys got any?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think
We
I've
are
got many.
depending on
Actually.
you.
Glitch videos.
Fucking retard.
Alrighty then. So, here's a question. Once it loads, it will load very, very soon. Question from
What is it?
Arian Seafish.
Oh shit! I spat on my shit.
Spat
Spat on all of my shit.
Spat on your shit. I don't know why your shit's on your desk. You just.
Shut the fuck up.
Boney!
I've done the questions, man.
Okay, so the first question is from Arian Seif. I slate this guy's name.
Arian
Just say
Sayaf.
Arian.
It's
Just say
Arian Sayaf.
Sayaf.
I think.
You sure it's Sayaf?
Sayaf. I think he could. I think I had an issue.
It's
Say.
Sayaf.
Just call him
Sayaf.
Arian.
Okay,
Just call him
Yeah,
Arian.
exactly.
Arian.
Just call him Arian.
No, I don't have to say his
His
second
question
name.
is, why are you guys slating me? We've all said his name wrong.
Eat me.
His question is, would you rather have a hypercar for the rest of your life but be forced to race it, or a tuner car and have it completely stock?
Tuner car, heavy stock.
Tuna car, have it stock.
You
Tuner
stop.
car have
I'll
a
say
stock.
two stock, bruh.
I would never ever get a Koenigsegg and make it ugly.
I'm
Okay.
surprised
Yeah.
CJ
I'd be
declined
fair,
that
to be
offer.
honest.
I mean, CJ would do something like
Rice
that.
isn't necessarily.
Excuse me?
But the thing is with rice, it's not necessarily ugly.
Oh shit! I just.
But then again, an R32 is still a dream car.
I think I'll still.
But the
have
thing is, hold on. I think we're okay. So Jay has the real definition of rice, and that is you tune a car to, or you put parts on a car to make it look fast. But the thing is, hypercars are already really
Yeah,
fast.
that's what I mean. Is like you,
I mean, is it even possible to race a hypercar?
they're already riced.
Plus, there wouldn't
If you
be
think
that
about-
many.
If you think about it in that way, it's like they've already got big wings and shit on. If you think
Yeah.
about it from the perspective he's meaning to use it in.
They go from 200 miles per hour plus stop.
That's not what I'm talking about. He's talking about how putting big wings and shit on, but they've already got.
So
big wings and
basically,
shit on.
have a car and spoil it and ruin
No,
it.
no, 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 no. But race cars, they are pretending to be fast and they are
I
actually
know,
not.
that's not what I'm saying. He's saying in the sense that you just put a big wing on it.
Then hypercars are not race cars. In a way.
He's saying put a spoiler on top of another spoiler. Yes, it's like spoiling a car. He's not
You know
saying
what?
race.
RX-7.
I'll still go for an R32.
I'll go for two. I'll go for tuner.
Tuner.
Everyone tuner.
Yeah.
Alright then, next question is from Zane Plays Dirt 3. His question is, what console generation do you think was the best? He thinks PS2, because it did have
PS2.
PS2.
PS3 era.
Xbox 360.
I don't think I lived enough through the PS2 era, because I had a PC, so I didn't really play any of the PS2 proper exclusives and shit until
Yeah.
afterwards. The PS3 was the main era which I lived in. That doesn't...
Yeah.
Underground...
Does
Yeah.
he mean both platforms? of generations? Does he
Yeah,
mean
like PS3, Xbox.
does he mean like
360?
Xbox original, PS2, Xbox 360, Xbox? I mean
Yeah.
PS3, and then Xbox
So
One
it
and
means, so it
PS4.
means PS2, GameCube, and that kind of stuff, and then the Xbox and the PS3. And
Okay,
then Xbox One.
so I think my favorite generation was the one before this one. I had the
Yeah,
most.
7th.
I had the most experience with
That
the
was
game.
when I got into it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna say PS3
I've
then.
always been a big gamer, but it wasn't till the Modern Warfare 2 dropped. As corny as that
Yeah,
sounds.
same. Modern Warfare 2 was the first online game I ever played.
Same.
So,
I'm
Yeah.
so glad that I got a PS3 as well. 'Cause
Modern
there's
Warfare
no
3
way
is
I would have
mine.
got online if I had an
Modern Warfare 3 was the first online game you played.
Actually, if you don't, I'm not counting Roblox. Like first actual online game.
I was on RuneScape, don't nigga. I was on RuneScape in year 6 though. RuneScape was the shit. If you want to argue with me, we can do so. RuneScape
I didn't play it on PC.
RuneScape was awesome.
No,
So I'm gonna say PS3.
same that
PS3.
generation.
Looking back on it,
PS3.
it probably is PS2, but PS3 was the one I had most experience with. For another question, this one's from Boom, literally just Boom or Boom. And his question is: Have any of you guys been to Norway or Scandinavia? Nope.
Nope.
That's pretty.
Looks like a cool place. Scandinavia is cool. They have really good rock bands there.
I can't read that. I can't read that one.
Do it,
Have you
please.
guys ever been to Russia?
it.
Vladimir
Do
Putin's
it.
pussy's so good.
Nah, that's just
Just do it.
Next
Just
one
do
is
it.
Racer GT2. His question
See.
is: Do you think old games on your channel will have negative effects?
Nope.
Ooh,
I
no.
have proved that it doesn't.
No. I don't know why, but Underground 2 does decent on my channel.
Two-
It does better than Need for Speed 2015 for me.
Not old games, but less popular games. Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, less popular games than yes, but if you're talking about old games in general,
Depends
do-
what game.
I
Decent.
recently did World's Wildest Police videos, and that got like over 100 views really fast, as well as Test Drive 5. That's sitting at a really
Those
good.
are known. It
You're
depends
right.
what game it is. Like
World's
initially-
Wildest
initially
Police
wasn't
Chases
even
is.
old. Well,
He's just talking about all
Thing
games.
is, World's Wildest Police Chases is quite rare on PS1. I'll say that.
Even Midnight Club. Midnight Club hasn't been doing that well.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I guess it's not age. It's just popularity, really.
Yeah.
Underground 2 is going to do way better than Stuntman Ignition.
I mean,
Yeah.
next PS1 video I'm gonna be doing freaking Porsche Challenge.
Oh,
Which-
promotion.
Advertisement.
promo.
Advertisement.
Okay, next question is from Colds, and his question is: Where is Tupac?
Here.
Oh, my ass.
Cuba. Okay, is that it? Is that all the answers Niner and Speedway are
Yeah.
answering? Alright, okay.
Yeah.
So the next one is from Apple Slipper, and his question is: What are your favourite console exclusives? So I'll go quickly just to name a few: Halo, Gran Turismo, Horizon, and because there isn't actually that many exclusives, really, is there?
Yeah.
I don't play many exclusives.
I don't know.
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
Forza as a whole.
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon
Forza's
2.
the only real good
Yeah, and Gran Turismo.
exclusive for Xbox One. Besides
Yeah,
Xbox.
good.
Well, it used
Yeah.
to be good. not-
Xbox ain't got nothing going on for them right now, really. Neither has PlayStation.
Yeah, they got Uncharted come in, I guess, but I'm not really interested.
What's that?
Drive Club.
Need
Yeah,
for
they got
Speed
Drive
9
Club.
though.
Okay, so next question. and is everyone else done?
Yipper.
Yeah.
Alright, so next one is from Neelix, and his question is, what do you guys think about white people using the word nigger?
Nigga, everybody my nigga, Nana my nigga, Speedway my nigga, Jack my nigga, and Packy my nigga, all my niggas. I don't care. Nigga is a word.
Can I
Nigga,
finish? Can I
nigga,
finish?
nigga, nigga.
I'm gonna let you finish. You can finish in a minute. So he says the ER version he thinks is racist. What do you?
Oh, that's the word Jack uses a lot
No, I
when he goes to
don't.
church. So,
I guess I haven't got to church in over a year.
those damn niggers coming stealing out.
Honestly, I think
Jesus is my.
depending on the situation, they're both okay to use. Like you just used it right then. You said ER. It wasn't. Like,
Yeah, but all right then. No. You can like if you called me nigger in public and there was a black person next to me and he had an issue with it, I would confront him. I was like, "Oh, hold back. He's my friend. It's cool. I'm cool with him saying it." But if you said nigger and he overheard you say nigger, I would defend you. But I would have. What would I have to defend you saying nigger? That's a full on term that was used
it's
against
definitely
black.
racist. but amongst friends, I don't think it's that bad.
No,
Like, amongst friends, and,
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like words are words. You shouldn't get offended at what people
It's a
say.
spicy word, chicken.
I mean, like getting I
Snickers.
can understand people getting offended at that word, but people getting offended at like other words is like getting offended at the word strawberry. I mean,
I don't know what kind of
What?
fucking words. He didn't want to say fuck. Nigga doesn't want to say fuck, so he's just like other words.
You are a
Fine.
strawberry.
fine, shit ass cunt.
Oh.
What the
Don't,
fuck?
don't, Cam, don't.
Roasted.
If anyone's watching my
Roasted.
version now, you can see I got my mouse over CJ's call to climb. And I was about to do it, Jay stopped me. Yeah, I don't think it's... if you use it with racist intent, then...
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
a
of
dumbass nigga, but
Nah,
if
fine.
not, then
I'm
it's
still waiting for my niggas in the comments. I haven't had one yet. I'm still waiting for it.
I've had too many. Way too many.
Nigga. Yeah.
Anyway, I think that is basically... I've got one question, it's just to me. Would you beat up Niner, Jay, Speedway, or CJ?
You can't be up, so just exclude me
I
from
don't know,
that.
I'll just beat up all of you, to be honest.
Just exclude me from that because you're not beating me up.
Okay then. And that's basically it. I can't answer that one. Alright, so...
Please say the question.
It doesn't know, because we did this last week, and you were like, no, it doesn't make any sense, just skip it, so I'm going to skip it. A judgment call.
No.
So, with that being said, that was the end of this week's Drivecast, episode 49. Next week, it's the...
If you have come to the end of this, this is my first time hopefully uploading it. If I don't, I'll just sound like an idiot because I think for the past 3 episodes, I've said I'm going to upload and I haven't. Apologies. I am running a cancer that it's running on...
So we're going to go to Paddy Power and we're going to see what the odds are for Jay to upload this video. So I'm saying it's going to be 1 to 2.
I'm gonna say 1 to 3, Dad.
I'm gonna say one to
Time to place
1 to
your
4.
bets.
1 to 4.
Time to place your bets.
Sure,
$3, $4, I'm sold to the
Place
man in the
your
white
bets.
Porsche.
Place your bets.
You done?
No.
So if you guys enjoyed this episode, go ahead and subscribe if you did. Yeah, Q&A questions down below. Okay, I need to restart this outro. Yep. If you guys have any Q&A questions down below, make sure to go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below on any of our videos. If you enjoyed, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to all our channels down below in the comments if you enjoyed. And we will see you guys in the next one. Any last words before we end?
Kev, did it give you this episode?
Strawberry.
Sottorugas.